What's good, everybody? Welcome to another video. We're gonna be learning business today. Now, pretty much I cheated a little bit. Basically, I started doing this yesterday. I swear to God, I swear to God, fingers crossed. So yesterday I started learning business, MBA content because obviously we need tech, finance, and business. So those are the three things, bro. Somebody said I'm gonna be replaced by AI too. Okay, so we're gonna be going through these slides. All right, so this is finance. Okay, we've done this before. I've done a specific separate video on this. Return on net present value 1 plus R times N plus the initial investment, internal rate of return, same thing. And then we have the weighted average cost of capital, how much you need to spend on assets and finances, as in financing everything, assets and debts, in order to keep your company profitable and running and operating. So balance sheet, income sheet says accounts payable, receivable, and we have the comparable analysis part of the precedent transaction analysis sheet. And we have the discounted cash flow, which is 1 plus R times N over the cash flow of the different years. Goes to a discounted cash flow at the end of the day. So return on equity, discounted cash flow, comparable analysis right here, precedent transaction analysis. Now, product price place promotion. How can you okay, watch this. Okay, I'm not looking at my screen. Okay, so product price place promotion. Can the people in this specific place buy the thing that you're freaking selling? Okay, customer segmentation is just dividing these people into small little segments so that hoping these people actually do buy that thing, right? But that's done through research. But GPT can do that. Positioning is basically strategy. How am I going to position my brand in a specific manner that I can attract this target segment? I mean, these customers that have segmented, divided from this broader economy, right? Micro and macro. So how is the macroeconomics going to affect me? That's PESTEL analysis. And SWOT analysis is basically how am I going to keep up with the Porter's 5 forces? As in how is my competitor going to fuck me over, right? How is what's the word for it? Porter's 5 forces: bias, buying power, bias, bargaining power, supplies, bargaining power, and then the competitors and how competitors can fuck you over, right? Let's keep it simple. Lifetime value, acquisition costs. So that's basically when you consider, let's say acquisition cost is basically when you got to acquire a customer, and then lifetime value is how much money they're going to spend on your specific brand or whatever the fuck you're selling. But it depends, because brands like Gucci and Louis Vuitton focus more on the lifetime value. So they spend more money on advertisements and getting you in the whole branding aspect. Right? Brand equity, basically how much equity is held by other people. I need to check on this a little bit. So let's make a note, right? Brand equity. All right, cool. Let's go. Where the fuck is it? All right, so where's it? Equity positioning, again, social media marketing stuff. SEO, this is simple. Porter's 5 forces, again, understanding competitors, buyers, supplies, bargaining power, new entrants, what's the competition going to be like, how's the current market keeping up, and basically if my competitor is going to fuck me over, that's what it is. Okay, and soft metric is basically like understanding, given the current demand and how we're holding up in the current market, if we introduce new things into our business model, like will it fuck us over, right? Or what's the risk associated with it? So that's like the risk parallel to like the innovation type of shit. So exactly, market penetration, product development. So process mapping, simple. You draw a diagram. Where's the spots not doing the things right? You can do this with AI. You can get AI to optimize this. You can AI to do data analysis. You can get AI to freaking write reports, make proper judgments based off a lot of details. Now, this is when Lean and Six Sigma. Okay, let me explain. Lean is basically minimizing waste. So it's basically lean. Okay, keep it as small and simple as possible. So this EOQ, right? JIT means just in time. So that means you just buy the inventory just only when you need it, right? So that way you minimize waste. So it's part of lean. And then EOQ, which is basically economic order quantity. So that's basically when you just order the number of order the quantity to fit with economy, right? Basically just make sure you're not wasting money on the quantity that you order at a time. And Six Sigma is basically collecting data on a bunch of different samples to reduce the number of defects that happen on average. Now, this could be identified with AI and stuff, using process mapping and improving those processes and understanding where bottlenecks and stuff happens. This is not hard. Okay, capacity planning, forecasting. Again, I've told you guys about a concept in finance. It's asset turnover and inventory turnover, right? So asset turnover is basically the total number of total sales over the average assets. So as in how the average assets contribute to the total sales, and then inventory turnover is how the average goods can contribute to the average, how the average inventory contributes to the average total number of goods sold, right? So that's the asset turnover and the inventory turnover. So inventory is on the inventory side of things, asset is on the money side of things, right? So let's go on. Forecasting is just modeling it, let's be honest. future, time series analysis, things like that. Quality management, you gotta be niche basis. Valuation analysis. Now this is very important. Supply chain operations. Now these two, I will take a screenshot of this. Okay, I will grab this. I will put this here. Now these are the things that I need to look for the next time. Okay, second run. All right, let's run. Maslow's hierarchy. This is like a life type of thing. Herzberg's theory. I need to look in this. Maslow's hierarchy. Okay, so I need to look in this part again. Kotter's 8-step model. Let's see what this is about. Kotter's 8-step model. Let's search it up. A framework for leading organizational change developed by John Kotter. Leading organizational change. Okay, well, this is a very, very nice diagram right here, right? So, sense of urgency, building, I can't spell that. Correlation. Okay, this is a much better way of. I don't know if this is better or that is better. Correlation, strategic vision. Okay, you know what? This is better. It's easy. Actually, no. Yeah, this is better. So let's grab this. Let's put this here, and we'll also grab the other one, which is Herzberg's two-factor theory. So let's go Herzberg's two-factor theory. Boom. So that. Grab an image. Okay, so what's this? What's the real keyword here? Proposes that job satisfaction and dissatisfaction are influenced by two distinct sets of factors: motivation and hygiene factors. Yeah. So motivation and hygiene factors are right. So how do people feel, right? Herzberg's two. How do people feel from motivation and so let's make things easier, right? Herzberg's theory. Herzberg's two-factor theory. So it's a two-factor theory. That's basically how do people feel overall. Okay, let's just make it simple. Okay, overall. And what is the other one, which is how can you get people to love your brand, right? Exactly. Enable generate short-term wins. So let me go back, get a simplified definition. I gotta make closest example. Okay, so framework for leading organizational change developed by I can't pronounce. A framework for guiding organizations to change, right? Emphasizes building a sense of urgency, creating a gilding, can't spell that, correlation, developing a vision, communicating the vision, removing barriers, generating short-term wins, consolidating gains, and anchoring change in an organization's culture. Cool. Alright, let's do this. Sense of urgency. So let's make this simpler. Urgency, correlation. Okay, well. This is easier. Your boy's gonna get an MBA. Trust. Alright. Now let's grab the next ones. Transactional. Okay, I'll look into this slide once more. Let's grab this one as well. Transactional, servant leadership, team dynamics, conflict resolution, people skills, change management. Okay, change management. Kotter's 8-step model. We looked in this, didn't we? Okay, I'm checking. Maslow's hierarchy, that's like how people feel, isn't it? Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Exactly, like what people need, right? Exactly. So what people need. So that's that. What else do we need? This is for the round 2, by the way. Game theory basics. So how is people, when a few people make a certain change, how are the others going to be affected by it? That's like the whole point of game theory, right? Perfect competition, monopoly is like a few people are controlling the whole market. Oligopoly is nobody's really having much influence over anyone, and perfect competition just having ideal amount. Oligopoly is like great. Let's check oligopoly. I think it was a small number of firms. Okay, small number of firms dominate the right. Small number of firms. Okay, small number of firms. Let me simplify this. Small number of firms dominate. That's oligopoly. Right. Oligopoly. Small number of firms dominate. And then the monopoly is the opposite of that. Monopoly. Market structure where single seller. Sorry. Yes. Just a few people. Just one guy. Okay. Single man dominates. It's a monopoly. Let's make this way. It's easier. Alright, but cool. Let's move on. Man. Supply and demand elasticity. How elastic are people to price changes? Market structure, again, I'm explaining. Gross domestic product. How much buying and selling is happening in a certain market? How much prices are going up in value? Unemployment, how is it contributing to people not buying from you? Game theory, how is certain people are going to have significant influence in your market, and so how certain people making certain changes will affect you. So let me double check. Game theory, economics, boom. Study of mathematical models or strategic interaction among rational decisions. Right. Strategic matter in business. Analyzing strategic interactions between different players to understand how decisions are made and how outcomes are affected by choices of the others, right? So when certain people are making changes, how the other people are going to be affected. People should. Okay, so let me get this. When certain people are affected, how others are going to be affected. Be affected in a business sense. Okay, to understand how decisions are made and how outcomes are affected by the choices of the others, right? When certain people are making decisions, how others are going to be affected in a business sense, right? So exactly what it says: analyze the strategic interactions between different players, right? To understand how the decisions are made and how the outcomes. Let's keep this definition as well, right? It's a better definition. So let's call this the game theory. Let's give it game theory. Boom. Okay, cool. Change management, game theory, business model canvas. We've done this. Lean startup, minimize waste, product market fit. How are you gonna? Is this appropriate for the market? Can you segment it properly? Funding and venture capital, seeds and series 1s and series 2s, and getting your funding. How you're gonna convince an investor basically, and a bunch of greedy fucks. Scaling and growth hacking. We've done this. What else? Brother, that's it. Oh come on. Oh come on. Okay. Oh, I didn't do this. That's why. Okay. There's no way that's it. Value chain analysis. See value chain analysis. All right. So let's simplify this down. Okay. Okay. So basically, how you can add value in the middle, right? So like value chain, right? Analysis. So value chain analysis. How you can add value in the current processes. Some people call it optimize. Big words. Process of observing and evaluating each business activity in the creation of a finished product. Exactly, right? How you can add value in the current processes to optimize current processes and get the best product or service out to the people. That's it. That's literally all of it. Value is a strategic business tool. Tool businesses use to examine all activity, not in creating a product or service. I mean to identify areas where value can be added and competitive advantage can be gained. So value chain analysis. How can you add value in a way that the current value in the current processes and get the best product or service out to the people, and be the most competitive, right? How can I be the most competitive? Okay, so how can I be the most competitive? Most comp. Okay, that makes me make it easier. How can I be the most competitive? Let's say, how can I be the most competitive and add value in the current processes in the process of making the final product, pretty much. So process mapping, they call it. AI can do that. Understanding where the fuck issues are gonna come from. Like, come on, right? How can I be the most competitive to add value to the? How can I make this make it? Okay, how can I be how can I be the most competitive? How can I add value? How can I add value in the current processes to get the best product or service out to the people, and therefore stay more competitive? How can I be an M4 comp and make the? Okay, so let's put this in brain-rot terms. Okay, how can I be an M4 comp in the current processes? How can I make an M4 comp out of the current processes by optimizing certain spots? Okay, so you value chain analysis. So pretty much it goes from the supplier, okay, the raw material supplier, and then we have that's the supplier, and then the supplier makes or labels or pretty much distributes it, gives it to the distributor distributes it across different places, and then it finally comes to retail and e-com, right? Pretty much brick and mortar e-commerce, and then you distribute it from there to freaking consumer, right? So that's what it is at the end of the day, supply chain. But there's a lot more, because you need warehousing and warehouse management, freaking managing inventory. AI can literally do that if it understands where the fuck the boxes and shit come from. So pretty much value chain analysis. How can I add value? So value, okay, this is the chain. You analyze the value, right? Where can I add value? Okay, this is the chain. Where can I add value? Okay, where can I add value in a way that we're more competitive than the competitor, right? Isn't it? I'm gonna watch this video back. So all right, so inbound logistics operations. Okay, well, outbound logistics. So let's see what this is about, right? Inbound logistics is things that are coming in, right? Things that are coming in. Let's see. Let's zoom into this. Real-time inbound inventory. So that means things that are coming in, right? Location of distribution facilities, trucks, material handling, warehouse. So operations centralized model, access to real-time sales and inventory system, ERPs, enterprise resources planning, outbound logistics, basically giving it out to distribution centers, and then from there you get the point. Supply chain, pretty much, and then you market and sell it, right? That's what it is. Delivery, installation, repair, greeters, customer service, focus. I mean, these are simple stuff, dude. Like, this is not gonna take me more than a week to study. Low-key. Like, this is fucking easy, dude. Okay? Okay, let's make this easier for ourselves, okay? Let's make this easier. Not get cocky about this. So, support activities, what is this? Okay, from infrastructure management, okay. Human resource management, yeah. Part of our company as well. Technology, ERPs. Procurement, real-time inventory. This is part of ERPs, right? Communication suppliers, purchase supplies. Supply freaking chain. Material comes into your little supplier spot. Your supplier makes whatever the fuck that they need to make. They custom label it if they need to, and then they distribute it from there. And then once they distribute it, it goes to retail and e-commerce, and then you sell it from e-commerce, retail, brick and mortar. People walk in. If there's a custom product market fit, people will fucking buy it. That's what it is across all these businesses, isn't it? Right? This is lower level business, isn't it? Come on, let's wake up. Wait. This is not business, right? This is lower level business. If you want to be competitive, this is nothing. But let's learn it. Because we need an ERP. Let's plan it in advance. But for real though, okay, I gotta stop trolling. I just like being like high energy during my study sessions. I don't need to make it like a study session. Fuck that. I'm just gonna learn the way I can. Okay, create. Okay, this is actually really good. Hold up. Biz. What's it called? There's 8-step. Let's call it 8-step model. Okay. Let's call it Kotter model. Okay. Kotter model. Simple. Kotter model. Create, build, form, enlist, enable, generate, sustain, institute. Yep. We have it right here. Create, form, build. Okay. Create, form, build, initiate, remove, generate, sustain, incorporate. Create, form, build. Nice. Initiate, remove, generate. Initiate, remove, generate. Create, form, build. Initiate, remove, generate. Now what? Sustain, incorporate. Create, form, build. Initiate, remove, generate. Sustain, incorporate. Right? So create, form, build. Okay. So let's get the first few done. Right? Create, form, build. Okay. Kotter step. Kotter model. Create, form, build, sustain. Oh. Initiate, remove, and generate. Sustain. Incorporate. Damn it. Incorporate. Alright. Let's grab this thing. But just in case, let's grab this. Boom. Freaking simple, dude. Okay. Value chain analysis. How can we add value in the right current chain? Okay. And therefore stay competitive because of it. Supply chain, or let's make this. I have another idea, guys. Okay. Watch this. I'm gonna grab this screenshot. I'm gonna say how, okay, how question mark can I add plus points in the middle? Okay, this is not working. But value, so this, let's say chain adding value. Okay, chain adding value, and okay, chain, you analyze it, then you add value to it. Process mapping and understanding where the fuck the problems are and where you can improve things, right? So supply chain operations reference. Come on, dude. Okay, so COR model. Let's see what this is. It's not gonna be much. Plan, source, make, deliver, return, enable. Okay, let's see what this is. Let's study this part. Okay, let's keep things easy. Okay, what's this? Process types, configuration there, process element. We don't need to make this so complicated. Fuck no. Oh, really good model. Understand the scope, investigate causes, identify solutions, design solutions, plan and launch change project. I don't know if that is the best one for the base, to be honest, but we will take it because that is what we do. Plan, source, okay? So we plan, of course we need a plan, we source it from somewhere, we make it, we deliver it, we accept returns, and then we enable. What is enable? What does enable stand for? Reliability, right. So this is part of Six Sigma. Keeping things, making sure the defects don't happen over crazy when you scale up. Keep it to as zero as possible, right? Supply chain orchestration supply chain orchestration operations reference. Supply chain offers operations reference. Supply chain offers operations reference. So you first need to plan, right? First plan, and then you source, then you make it. Plan, source, and make it. The first three of getting things running in the first place, right? And then you deliver it, and then you get. What do they mean by return here? I'll update you guys what they mean by this. Okay, let's type it again. Okay, what's this? Okay, supply chain operations reference. I'm not looking at it. Let's type it again. Supply chain operations reference. Okay, so what do you need to do first? Plan supply, deliver, plan supply, make, deliver, return, and what was it? Enable. Let's ignore this for now. Okay, let's not make things complicated. Plan supply. Okay, get the supply, source. Okay, so we call it supply. Okay, so get from supply, so source. Fine. Okay, you get it from a supplier, and you make it, you deliver it, and then you return, accept returns. The return in SCOR is basically accepting return of orders, question mark. Okay, there you have it. Teach me MBA content. I want to be an expert at business. Alright. Really? I don't know what this stands for. Interesting term. Let's see what this is. Alright, let's see. Econ. Gap versus IFRS. In finance, revenue share, something. I don't know what these two stand for. I know what these stand for. How much money can I pull out? How profitable are we? I don't know what this stands for. Solvency. Interesting. Budgeting, cost analysis, break even. What kind of budget are we dealing with? How can we stay in this budget? How can we analyze this cost? We've done this with break even is of course, but we've done this with freelance. Like when you're ad scaling, you just need to understand how to stay under that budget margin. And without this is important for cloud computing as well. Capital budgeting. Interesting. Capital budgeting. Interesting terminology. CAPM, risk to return. That's what it is, right? Portfolio theory. Okay. I'm getting a few more things out of this. Capital structure, dividend policies. Dividend is basically how much you keep paying your shareholders. Capital structure, dividend policy. We'll take a screenshot of this. That's fine. 4 P's. Dude, we've done this. Operations, capacity planning, inventory management, process improvement. Really? See if there's anything complex here. Okay, there's something here. Okay, well, purchase, production, transfer. You get it from there. Goods are delivered, goods are reviewed and stored and stored. This is part of inventory management. It is part of this one as well, but let's see. Robust inventory software. This is what's gonna get automated. These two robots and ERP automation software. Calculate optimal. That's already done. Perform regular stock takes. Already done. What else? Stock level. Already done. Do systems. What else? Practice improvement. This is not done. Improve supply management. Needs people. Track the velocity of your goods. Needs people. No, not really. Optimize your warehouse there. Needs people so far. Let's see. Man. I'm so dang ready for this. Give me 1 week and I'm gonna be like inventory plan. Okay. So pretty much you demand forecasting. What do you need in the future? What will you need? And then you plan the inventory, and then you procurement. So you're negotiating contracts, placing orders, and arranging transportation and delivery, storage and organization. Proper organization ensures easy access, efficient picking, and minimal handling. Inventory tracking, inventory management systems track the movement of goods in real time, barcodes, RFID, and tags. This is simple, dude. This is easy. This is so much easier compared to tech. Key performance indicators, return on ad spend, these are part of freelance brand scaling, right? Man, come on, man. Really? All the materials, bro. Okay. See, now we have 3 examples, right? Process improvement, just analyzing where the hell we can improve the thing. Let's grab it anyway. Okay. It's interesting. I like learning about this. Map the process, identify issues, plan process improvements. AI gives you suggestions up to here. Implement changes that's up to you. Review performance improvements, optimize and repeat. Pretty much, okay. Process improvement is just understanding, visualizing, okay? Understanding where issues are, understanding what to take, what decision to take, and then what plan process improvement, what decision to take for the issue and for the issues, and taking reviewing the outcome of the decision, and finally do it better and do it again. Really did. Okay, we got it. Cost competitive advantage, blue ocean, red ocean. You're competing with a saturated market versus blue ocean. This is part of job market as well. Mergers and acquisition, diversification, man, come on. Business model canvas, come on. Elasticity, market structures, oligopoly, monopoly, the ideal competition. GDP, inflation, unemployment, fiscal is government, monetary is banks. Game theory, I've explained this. Behavioral economics, interesting. What is that? Study of psychology that analyzes economic decisions people make. This is interesting for me. I like checking, bro. I like this. How people make decisions. Come on, it's kind of obvious from the thing. Behavioral economics. How people make decisions and what makes them want to buy. The psychological, psycho side of marketing. Not just marketing. It's psychological marketing. You know, you don't just market things. You understand why. But let's get the actual definition as well. A field that studies how psychological, social, and emotional factors influence economic decision making. Why do we try to fit in? Come on. Part of business as well, so let's just call it this. Cool. Motivation theory, Maslow's hierarchy, like what people need in general. Herzberg, now we know, right? The hygiene and the motivation, right? Hygiene and the motivation. Hygiene and Herzberg's effective hygiene and motivation. Hygiene and motivation in a job. So Herzberg, let's say Herzberg needs hygiene and hygiene and motivation at his workplace. Okay, his workplace. Boom. Let me grab this actually. Boom. Big ass freaking letters. I won't go wrong with that. Leadership styles, transformational. Okay, fuck it. Let's grab this thing. Alright, boom. Company culture, team dynamics, ethical framework, sustainability reporting. Come on, bro. This is not that difficult. How sustainable is our solution? How the different parties are gonna interact. Ethical frameworks, simple. Economics, finance, accounting, Harvard. Come on, bro. This is my sweat and blood, bro. Come on. Leadership, just leading teams and understanding a topic for better. 10K reports, annual reports. 10Q quarter reports. 8Q, what? 8K, which is mainly bankrupt, right? What else? This is for the SEC, dropship freelance. I have tried these things, dude. Come on. I've tried these things. What's that? Let me grab this. Boom. Practical application biz. Cover these. And then let's call biz. And practical applications. the finance side and the marketing side. Strategy is just what's the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. What's the bias, beating power, bias, bargaining power, suppliers bargaining power, threat of new entrants, competition, current competition, forces, 5 forces. Let's look at it once more. New entrants, bargaining power, suppliers, bargaining power, bias, threat of substitute products or services, and competitive rivalry amongst existing firms. M4 Kamkada keys in a burglary. I'm gonna cut the plug's throat like a surgery. Okay, I shouldn't have said that on stream, but strategy, lead a small team, come on. Trello, Notion, we already use this. Come on. We use Jira and a few others. Excel and financial modeling. Now, this is also automated, dude. SQL and data analysis, this is also automated, dude. Public speaking and communication, this is not that difficult. Come on, I'm speaking right now. Crucial for leadership and pitch meetings. Case interview prep, McKinsey, consulting firm. Accounting, finance, leadership, okay. I have pretty good understanding of this. What to do now? With what you mentioned, will I be MBA expert level? Question mark? Now I just need to apply in real life. That's it, right? Company analysis. I've done this with the comparable analysis. Remember precedent transaction analysis? Shit. Let me show you guys. Comparable analysis. Right here. We've done a whole finance research on this. Build models, analyze statements, analyze investments. Again, mergers and acquisitions. Custom behavior, segmentation and targeting, and positioning yourself. Return on investment on marketing. Freelance brand scaling. Efficiency, inventory, process design. Come on, bro. Motivate teams, manage culture, lead change. Macro and micro, right? What's happening in the broader thing, what's happening in the smaller thing, right? Let's see. I want to do a little bit. Again, I don't claim to be a smart ass. I just like learning like this, okay? Don't misunderstand this. I don't claim to be a smart ass. I just like learning like this. I just like learning like I know what I'm talking about. Like going small, yeah, of course. Affect the business level, affect the industry. This is basically what's happening in the whole economy, pretty much. Like in a country's economy, how is it gonna micro is basically just in your business level. Like how's the economy doing in your business? Micro is within your business, and macro is within the country. Come on, man. I think too much about these things to not know what this is. Come on. Right? Who's going to be dealing with your little macroeconomy cycle? And who's going to be dealing with the bigger picture? Let's grab this actually. Sorry, I just opened Spotify, sorry. But let's move on. Where is it? Communication and leadership. Come on. This is just responsibility. Okay? Communication. Anyone can communicate. Alrighty. Freelance consult, personal brand, publishing, business analysis. Complete each of the 8 core areas. Let's do a little bit of recap, okay? Analyzing real world. Come on, dude. Biz expert. Thank you. I mean, that's a big help. All right, well, now let's look at 35 minutes. All right, 35 minutes. Let's do it for 10 more minutes and then whoop this off. All right. Urgency. Let's say urgency, guiding quotation. Guiding correlation. What does guiding correlation mean? Guiding correlation. Group of influential individuals within an organization who are specifically charged with leading a change process. Let's say guiding correlation. Guiding correlation. Guiding correlation. What does correlation mean? Temporary alliance of combined action. Okay. Group of influential individuals. Group of individuals. Group of influential, let's say, influential individuals. Group of influential people. Within an organization who are specifically charged with leading a change. Charged with leading a change process. Okay. Group of Maxora people. Okay, let's say Sigma. It's a group of Sigmas. Okay, Sigmas. Who are specifically charged with leading a change process. In charge of leading a change process. Leading a change process, right? So pretty much people who are in charge, pretty much. People who are in charge. Sigmas who are in charge of leading change or change leading a change process. Leading a change process. Okay, that's what creating a gilding correlation. I might study it the way like normal way. I might just put this here. Creating a gilding correlation and developing a vision. Developing a vision, communicate the vision, removing barriers, generating short-term wins, consolidating gains, and anchoring change in the organization's culture. Hygiene and motivation. Herzberg does not. Herzberg. We'll keep that in individual. I typed in later on. Single man dominates. Multiple small number of firms dominate. Oligopoly. And if multiple people can survive, that's perfect competition. Analyzing strategic interactions between players. Between players, to understand how decisions are made and how outcomes are affected by the choice of the others, right? When certain people are making decisions, how are the others going to be affected, right? Right. Exactly, right? Exactly. Certain people are making big decisions. Strategic interactions between different how decisions are made. Analyzing how. Okay, you know what? I'll keep it the way it is. Let's read it a few more times and we're good. Value chain analysis. How can I add value in the value chain? Man. GG's. Okay. So what? Herzberg theory, hygiene and motivation, right? Hygiene needs to be high, motivation needs to be high. Okay. Both of them need to be at the job. Herzberg won't do his job if that's not the case. What else? Let's go through the slides again. These slides, where is it? Product, price, place, promotion, accounting, right? Product, price, place, promotion, targeting, positioning, segmentation, targeting, and positioning. Come on. Custom lifetime value, we are in equity, positioning. Come on, we are used to this. What is five forces? How does a new change in the attacking a new market or having a new product affect the current way of how we receive output? Process mapping and improving certain places in the processes, keeping things lean, and Sigma is collecting data on things to reduce the number of defects. Inventory management, economic order quantity, only ordering the right number of items, and then just in time instead, which is only getting the items when you need it. Capacity planning, so pretty much planning in advance. Forecasting is planning in advance, like I said. Quality management, that's industry specific. Value chain analysis, how can I add value to make sure my company has more competitive advantage, right? So in the business processes, where can I add value? Right? That's the whole point of it. Operations reference, I've explained this. Inbound logistics, and then the whole idea of making it, and then outbound logistics, and then the whole idea of having returns back, and then the whole idea of repeating that cycle again. So yes, SWOT analysis, once again, PESTEL, political, economic, social, technological. We're always part of, like, we understand macros. Come on, okay. Core competencies, interesting. Yes, core competencies. What are the core competencies? Core competencies in strategic management. The unique strengths and capabilities that allow a company, right? What is the company's unique strengths and competencies, right? Or what are a company's what is the company's unique strengths and capabilities to be ahead of the competitors? If the competitor is doing X, I can do X plus 5. Why? Because I'm ahead. What's the reason, right? What are the unique strengths and capabilities of my company to be better than my competitor, right? So that's the core competencies. Core competencies. Competitive competencies. I can compete better. Think of it like that. Let's say why I can compete better. Why I can compete better. Okay, what I'm doing so good that the competitor can't touch me, right? Core competencies, what I'm doing so special that the competitor can't touch me. That's the whole point here, right? Unique strengths and capabilities to be ahead of the competitors, exactly, right? What's this? Skills, knowledge base, managerial systems, technical systems. But I have already mastered everything except people, right? Not mastered, but kind of safe glazing that, but moderate. Cool. And we should be Gucci. Gucci gang, 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 Gucci gang. EOQ, capacity, pistol, right? Competitive advantage and differentiation. It's part of strategy. How can I be better than my competitor? What's my secret sauce? Coca-Cola, for example. Generic strategies, right? What is generic strategies? Okay, let's list them down. Okay. Porter is an influential man, isn't it? Porter. I want to be like Porter, man. Generic strategies, generic threats, cross leadership, differentiation. That's like how to be different. Focus. What's my niche, right? Should I not look into other sides? Cost leadership. I'll just ask GPT. Just be like, what I think. Okay. Let me grab this. So I'm assuming how I can cost leadership. How I get things for cheaper and can therefore be more competitive. Differentiation is how I'm different compared to my competitors. Focus, what my focus is, my niche. Is it? I'm leading in cost, right? Lowest cost producer, right? So let's say cost leadership, right? Let's do it. Cost leadership, how I'm leading in costing. Differentiation, how I'm different from the competitors. Offer unique value that customers are willing to pay a premium for, right? Okay. I'm offering unique value. Target narrow market, right? Oh, it's about market segmentation. Okay, cool. Biz. Alright, well, BCG matrix. I think this is about similar to the Ansoff matrix. This is used to analyze a company's product portfolio and decide where to allocate resources. Right. So you just see, right. Right. Very good example. Thank you so much, brother. BCG matrix. What does BCG stand for? That's my Boston Consulting. Okay, so that's not important. Tool used to company's product portfolio. Analyze. You would use to analyze analyzing a company's product portfolio and decide whether to allocate resources. Analyzing a company's product portfolio and decide where to allocate resources. Resources. Boom. We did a few more times over Gucci. Okay, no worries, man. Quartet wand. Trying to mix these cheap and luxurious at once. These been stuck in the middle with no clear advantage. Cinnamon bun. Semen bun. Semen bun. Right. Cool. Trying to mix these things exactly, right? Okay, now we're ready. Now we are ready. We are okay with the finance aspect. Now we need to master Kotter's model. What does Kotter's model focus on? Plan, create, build, form, enlist, enable, generate, sustain, institute. Right. I think Kotter's model. Let's have a separate study on this later. Come on, hierarchy, Maslow's hierarchy, how the fundamental things that people need, how it's supposed to affect the hygiene and motivation needed for being in a company, transformational, transactional servant, leadership styles. I'm not too sure. Transformation is like I think like the leaders pretty much, like the top guys. Servant leadership, I don't know. Servant is like servant leadership means like servant. Well, oh no, okay. Serve others. Servant means serve others. Servant means leadership. Serve others. Servant leadership, right? Serve others. So it's like the delivery managers and stuff like that. Serve others, team dynamics, conflict resolution, how to do people skills. Kotter's 8-step model, I will study that. Kotter's model. Maslow's hierarchy of needs, exactly. And bada bing, bada boom. It comes in, happens, it goes out, and how do you sell it? Okay, value chain, right? Value chain analysis. It comes in, inbound logistics. It's produced, operations. It goes out, outbound logistics. And how it's sold. Supply chain, dude. Value chain is basically like how you can add value in this. How can I add value in this? How, and of course, refunds, right? Returning returns, and basically how can I add value in this chain? The value in this chain, analyzing it. Value chain. Dude, if I just refer to this for the next few days without looking at anything else, I can just study this. Like in 1 week, I'm good. Legit, give me 1 week. See, this is the Kotter's 8-step model is the only thing that I need some time to, understand. I'm good with the rest. Accounting and finance, all good. CLV. Because I've done a separate study on finance. You guys can take a look at the video. It's like I've done a separate video on it. Maslow's, what's the human needs? Maslow is very human centric, so Maslow's human needs. Just remember them as people. And Herzberg's job needs. Okay. So we refer to this 1 week and we're good. What else? Marketing, all good. Lifetime value, all good. Digital marketing is same. Social enterprise marketing. Just send business. Search engine, SEO, right? Content marketing is nothing new. How to get to the algorithm, organically and paid ads. Marketing is actually one of the easiest parts of it because nowadays everyone understands how to market something. That's why it's so competitive as well. So, and Matrix, come on. And Matrix is like basically when you are introducing something new to the product and what kind of outcome it will generate and the risk associated with it. Yeah. How a company can grow, it helps you. Right. Tapping into the existing market. Selling more of what works. And Matrix. Honestly, if you're a solid teacher, that's like the best business of all time. Like if you're like a reputable, solid like teacher, that's like I don't know, it's just next level type of business. Brand equity and positioning, brand equity and positioning, brand equity and positioning. Brand positioning is how a company wants consumers to perceive its brand, which is pretty. Okay. So this is the way I learn, right? I like to think that I know everything, but then I just learn. Boom. The value, okay? The value a brand holds in the mind of consumers. Okay. Think Gucci, LV, flexing. Flex material, basically. Alright, that's it. Give me a roadmap. I wanna be an MBA expert level business guy ASAP. Alright, let's see. It's off matrix, BCG matrix, come on, SWOT, blue ocean competitive advantage, come on. You need to really try this in real life to understand it, like the reality of it, but the learning aspect of it, come on, it's easy. Micro demand, supply, elasticity, opportunity cost, or what's my trade-off for one thing, and what kind of money, what kind of cost do I have for this opportunity, right? Letting it go or keep taking it. Market structures, oligopoly, monopoly, and perfect competition. Monopolistic competition, interesting. See how they compete. I do not compete. Lean Six Sigma, bottleneck, supply chain. Lean is like, these are agile methodologies, right? I thought agile is like the keep it going quickly, take some feedback, improve it, go. Supply chain. Kanban is like the doing, and then done type of thing. Oh shit, what just happened? Okay, well. Supply chain, where is it? Where was I? Net percent value, internal rate of return, cash flows, balance sheets, come on. Come on, man. Supply chains, inventory management, quality control, all good. 7, yeah. Man, strategy to marketing, all good. Leadership styles. Maslow is basically people, how people feel, like from top to bottom. Herzberg is motivation and hygiene factors in a job. Change management, interesting. Change management. Structured approach to transitioning individuals, teams, or organization to a desired future state. Right. Fine. Analysis, plan, execute, reinforce. Enforces reach, like go back and train. Right. These are simple stuff, dude. Change management process, come on. Change management process. Alright. Culture, conflict, come on. That's a company specific. Conflict resolution. Contracts, tort. Oh, and contract. Leading to a legal liability. Interesting. Actor, an infringement of a right other than under contract, leading to legal liability. Interesting. Every case that is heard in a civil court, with the exception of contractual disputes, right? So everything other than contract-based problems. So everything other than contract-based problems. All right, let's go. Tort IP, intellectual property, CSR is like security, corporate security, social responsibility, governance, sustainability ethics in decision making, right? BA Blue Ocean is like making, right? Good to great. And Jim Collins, strategy, Michael Porter, principles of corporate finance, marketing management, lean startup, right? These are courses, interesting. Balance sheets, right. Full piece. STP is like segmentation, targeting, and positioning, right? Yeah. STP is, just in case I forget, segmentation, targeting, and positioning. Boom. 8% value in rate of return. Yeah, supply chains, bottlenecks, motivation, leadership, change. Harvard, boom. Bruh. Come on, bro. Excel sheets, come on. Pivot tables, financial models. These are machine learning stuff. Like, not Excel, but financial models. PowerPoint. Making fancy slides. ChatGPT. Start thinking like a consultant. Every decision, cost versus benefit. Always analyze market, competitors, customer, and product, right? Use a date. Focus on value, right? Is thinking like a consultant. Become a business weapon. What problem are we solving? How does this make or save money? Read HBR. Right. I mean, I do this all the time, so it's not really nothing new. This is weapon. I don't like mindset. All I think about it 24/7, so no. Right. The other than contract based fraud. Man. PogChamp, 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 PogChamp. Contract. Alright, up. Alright. That's it for now. I just gotta keep referring to this for 1 week max. And we're good. Define, analyze. What are we doing? Analyze, plan it, execute it, and reinforce. I just read, dude. I don't even like study. I just read. I just keep reading, and then in 2 weeks time, or 1 week, 2 weeks, all good. Simple roadmap, simple definitions, and then I build on it further. If I get something wrong, okay, fine. Adjust my definition. All good. Then I just keep reading. That's it. 1 hour video. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys later. Bye bye. And yeah, I will be doing more of these videos, so stay tuned. And yeah, see you guys.